Guy's running for me. Oh my god! That was the luckiest snipe I've ever had in my life.
Good afternoon, YouTube. What's going on? It's Mesa back at it with some Destiny. So we're going to go over the latest Destiny news in this video, including the meat and potatoes version of This Week at Bungie for January 26th. But before we get into it, real quick, guys, put this on your calendar because I put it on mine. I mentioned this last week, February 9th, Activision is having its next quarterly earnings calls. That's when we may get some possible Destiny 2 news, because anytime we've gotten anything out of Activision regarding new content, new sequels, blah, 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 it's always come out of these Activision quarterly earnings calls. So put that on your calendar, keep it locked in here, and also keep it locked, follow me on Twitter, because as soon as that goes live, you know I'll be posting any details about it as soon as it hits. So without further ado, let's get into the latest This Week at Bungie. So we're getting a hotfix in mid-February. We don't know the exact date yet. That hotfix is called 2.5.0.2. And it looks like that's going to be related all to PvP and regarding the balance changes. So we're going to get into it. They talk with Josh Hamrick, one of the senior designers in the sandbox. And let me just read some of this verbatim. The main goal of 2.5.0.2 is to adjust all sorts of attacks and counterattacks in the Crucible. We've mentioned that last week. This week, we have a guest who is part of the team doing the actual work. So here's what Josh has to say. Sandbox and Crucible designers have been investigating and updating the competitive ecosystem, and I'm proud to say that we are getting very close. Through experimentation and nearly daily battles to the death, we have begun to hone in and set changes that we believe will freshen things up. Without further ado, I give you the fairly vague, mysterious overview. Here are the goals. Promote alternatives and counters to shotguns. Align potency of primary weapons with surgical changes. File down a couple of issues from each class. Fix some issues with a sampler platter of exotics. And lastly, supporting adjustments to special ammunition. We realize you thirst for facts and detail. I hope that these snippets of information will at least tide you over until we can tell you more. Maybe we can do that live in the near future. That's probably a hint that they're going to go through these on one of their live streams. We have not had a Bungie stream in quite a long time. Then a little more detail. Yeah, it looks like they're having a stream with Math Class. That's Dado's clan. I'm going to quote this. That's right. I told you, Josh, to save his powder for a stream chat, complete with a math class and a shooting gallery. We'll show you what we have in mind as part of a live fire exercise before mid-February. We're also still testing all the things that are being done in pursuit of those goals. More on this next week. So time to read into these 5 goals of theirs. And please let me know in the comment section. I want to hear from all of you guys on each one of these. Did my voice just crack? Yeah. All right. Promote alternatives and counters to shotguns. Now, that's not going to mean nerf shotguns. Remember, they posted a while back in a blog post. They don't want to nerf them into the ground because then it defeats the purpose. So what do they mean promote alternatives and counters to shotguns? Well, that probably means make everything a little bit better, hopefully your primary. Next one is align potency of primary weapons with surgical changes. That means to me, probably not blanket buffs. That means individual buffs, which is a good thing. Especially Hope Exotics, which we're going to get to in a second here. I'm going to speculate on that. But what surgical fixes would you like to see? I know one I'd like to see would be auto rifles, a blanket nerf. Well, probably not a blanket nerf, but certain auto rifle archetypes like Grim Citizen, Shadow Price, maybe give them a little bit more of a damage range buff to it. I don't know. Oh, and also hand cannons in general. Get rid of the ghost bullets, if there is a such thing as ghost bullets, or the whole bloom thing. File down a couple of issues from each class. What does that mean? They're going to be nerfing some subclasses? What do you guys think is going to get nerfed? I get a feeling the Stormcaller is going to get hit, which, even though I'm a Warlock main, I never use my Stormcaller in PvP. I am terrible with it. I can't jump. I pop my Stormcaller. I get just team shot, and I'm dead. So I go Voidwalker. So hopefully they don't touch Voidwalker. All right, next one is fix some issues with the sampler platter of exotics. All right, so this is where I feel especially things need to be changed. Hawkmoon needs a buff. Thorn needs a buff. Red Death needs a buff. What else? Mida, please leave it alone. It's one of the ones I can only do. Look, for me, it's either Mida, Clever Dragon, Palindrome, Last Word, and that's that's my go-tos right now in PvP. What exotics do you want to see changed, and what do you want to see changed about them? Supporting adjustments to special ammunition. All right, I'm hoping less special, you know. I think special is part of the problem. So maybe that's what they mean by countering the shotguns, that maybe less ammo is pulled from crates for shotguns, maybe? I don't know. I'm just thinking all off the top of my head. I did forget to mention, and as you see in the intro clip there, the flinch on snipers is redonkulous. I'm a wannabe sniper, not very good at it, but I feel like they definitely hit them way too hard in the last update. So that is it for the news, guys. I was one kill off having it unbroken on this one, I think. That's it for the news, guys. No teasers or anything at the end. I'm going to link the full article in the description. Also, I'm going to link another article. Toy Fair 2017. McFarlane looks like they're going to be making some Destiny toys. I'm going to show you some images on screen right now. First off, we see a Hunter in the Iron Banner gear. We see a Titan in the Vault of Gloss gear section. And we also see a Warlock in the King's Fall gear. We also see a replica Gallahorn, and we see some sample packaging. So it looks like that stuff will be coming out sometime this year, but also right above where it says all these things, video games, Gears of War, Mass Effect, Borderlands, Destiny, right after it describes it says 10-inch Lord Saladin figure, it says Destiny 2 up next. So I really hope Destiny 2 does come out this year, guys. I still think it is. I know a lot of people made videos on. I didn't make a video on it, but there was a number of job postings because they're bringing in other companies to help with Destiny 2, and there's a number of job postings talking about a story narrator, or I don't know, to help with storytelling, basically, and ongoing storytelling. So I hope it's still slated for September 2017. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Anyway, Babel Mode's been engaged, so do me a favor. Drop a like at this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check my stream, YouTube, and that's it. I am out of here like Vladimir.